Well, when it comes to fighting against COVID-19 health mandates, conservative Ohio lawmakers are taking their efforts a step further. A newly proposed law looks to prohibit mask, vaccine, and testing mandates pretty much everywhere except for hospitals or healthcare facilities.
Although it was just introduced, 10 TV's Lindsay Mills reports on the details of this bill and what our legal experts have to say.
This is House Bill 425. It's the latest COVID-related proposal to be introduced to Ohio's General Assembly. It would affect all different types of businesses, public and private schools, and any type of state agency. It would block things like testing, vaccine requirements, not just for COVID-19, and mask mandates.
Taking aim directly at measures intended to prevent the spread of COVID-19.
Micah Berman is an associate professor for public health law at OSU.
So unlike some other bills, this applies very broadly to essentially any employer, either public or private.
Earlier this month, President Joe Biden announced federal vaccine and testing requirements for employers with more than 100 workers. If HB 425 were to become law and the federal rule stands to require vaccines or weekly tests in businesses of a certain size, which law do we follow?
So the basic story is this.
For that, Peter Shane, a law professor also from OSU.
Federal law under the Constitution takes precedence over state law.
Even though it's very early in the process, some fear this will tie even more hands from making decisions, as we have seen with SB 22, which now allows the General Assembly to rescind any health mandate by Ohio's executive branch.
The way that it's written to essentially imply that the COVID vaccines are not fully vetted, or that there's some technology in them that we need to be worried about. I think that's just really feeding into dangerous conspiracy theories about these vaccines. And I think it's disappointing to see that coming out of the General Assembly.
Lindsay Mills, 10 TV News.
Now, we reached out to both sponsors of this bill. Neither returned our request for comment.